Good evening. You're watching the late news on HKIBC. I'm Harminder Singh. Here are tonight's top stories. 22 people killed and over 170 injured after train derails in Taiwan. Beijing liaison office head in Macau dies after falling from his flat. And police smash drug factory in Yunlong. At least 22 people are dead and 170 injured after a train derailed in Taiwan this afternoon. The train derailed on a bend at Xinma Station in the rural township of Tunshan at around 4:50 p.m. At least 5 carriages flipped onto their side. Dozens were trapped inside the train. Many were unconscious as they were carried out by firefighters. Hospitals near the scene have activated emergency response centers to handle the mass casualty crisis. The head of Beijing's liaison office in Macau, Zheng Xiaosong, has fallen to his death. Beijing authorities confirmed the news this morning and said he had suffered from depression. Karen Young reports.
News of Macau's liaison office chief Zheng Xiaosong falling to his death this morning rocked the political circle in the SAR. The Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office in Beijing confirmed the tragedy on its website at around 10 a.m. In a brief statement, the office said Zheng plunged to his death at his residence in Macau last night because he suffered from depression. About an hour later, Macau's liaison office followed suit with a similar statement. Leaders from Beijing sent representatives to the former Portuguese colony to offer their condolences to Zheng's family. Zheng made his last public appearance on Friday when he met members of a local think tank. The 59-year-old had only taken up his post in September last year. Born in Beijing, Zheng joined the Communist Party in 1986 and was groomed to be a diplomat. He studied Norwegian at the University of Oslo and took courses at the University of Oxford. Before his role in Macau, Zheng once worked at Xinhua News Agency's Hong Kong branch, Beijing's de facto embassy in the city before the handover. He also had stints at the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and Finance. Macau Chief Executive Fernando Choi sent a message of condolence to the liaison office, saying he was shocked about Zheng's death. Locally, Chief Executive Carrie Lam also expressed sorrow over Zheng's passing. In a statement, Lam said she knew Zheng when he was in Fujian Province while she was Chief Secretary. They had worked together to promote cooperation between Hong Kong and the province. She said Zheng was familiar with Hong Kong and was concerned about the city's development. Lam added that she was grieved to learn of his sudden departure and offered her deepest condolences to his family on behalf of the Hong Kong government. However, some have doubted whether Zheng really suffered from depression. NPC Standing Committee Deputy Tam Yu-chung said there should not be any speculation and he would not link Zheng's death to any events. He also believed Wednesday's opening of the mega bridge linking Hong Kong, Zhuhai and Macau would not be affected. Karen Young, HKIBC.
Locally, police busted a drug factory in Yunlong on Friday and seized $42 million worth of drugs. 3 people were arrested and will be in court tomorrow. More from Karen Young.
Police seized $42 million worth of drugs during an anti-drug operation in Yunlong on Friday. They found 32 kilograms of cocaine, 2 kilograms of crack cocaine, 1.6 kilograms of heroin and 500 grams of ketamine. Tools to make the drugs, including brick-shaped molds and a hydraulic jack, were also confiscated. During a press conference today, police revealed that the operation was carried out following a tip-off. Narcotics Bureau officers intercepted a man and a woman leaving a Yunnan private housing estate and found bags of drugs on them. Officers made another arrest in a unit rented by a syndicate. The unit turned out to be a drug manufacturing factory. Chief Superintendent